I can't even recreate that sound on purpose. I don't even know what happened.
We'll start stretching again.
Okay.
That just sounded like a yawn.
Stop, shut up.
Okay, now that sounds like the crying man-eater baby. Go
Now
pee.
then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. The victim this time is Nagito. Who in the world killed him? Who in the world killed him?
If he was killed, we're trying to reveal the traitor. The traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up. No, that might not be it. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Please tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Why don't you guys hurry up and start arguing already?
Let's start off with the cool
That killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered in with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko. I found it by coincidence.
Oh my god, task manager, kill Roblox, please.
No, that's wrong.
Ellie, I hate to ask, but can you load up Val so I can practice a flash on a scent?
Oh,
Oh my god.
But now your mouth is covered in duct tape. They wouldn't have done anything. If he was being for torture for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
No,
I guess I could just sit back and watch.
No, I just realized it. It's a trap. Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap. Oh.
Stupid!
Wait. Words can hurt, man.
You called me stupid!
Don't worry about it.
Like you said,
Wait,
if Nagito's mouth was you'd obviously assume he couldn't talk right. But that was the trap. They wanted to hide that he got interrogated.
If you tape his mouth shut, how's he supposed to answer anything?
No, pay attention. Okay. First, the killer tortured Nagito. What?
Oh, shoot.
Then after they killed him.
What?
Retreat!
What happened?
I'm glad we figured that
Why
out
they
in
all-
the last trial.
Phew. That was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Ellie, did you hear my plead?
What? What are you talking about?
What?
Elliot,
I'm
to pay
not
attention to
something
Akane.
I'll get on, but I guess my laptop will be destroyed tapping in and out.
It's just one flash.
No.
Why are you saying no? I'm not asking
No,
you.
there's no.
Get her off.
No,
It's
you
just
don't.
because I'm Ellie. And Ellie's actually me. Because I'm Ellie. I don't know.
Yeah, and then there's someone you forgot to ask. No.
We have like a supercut of the whole playthrough, but it's not us saying the lines, it's everything else we've ever said.
It's just us talking?
And it's just
Yeah.
It's
29 hours.
we
Yeah.
separate them into like us saying the lines and us just yapping.
Say it
Put it in.
He said it!
Okay.
It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began. The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember? He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape. Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
If they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity. Are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
That's freaking crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
He's gone turbo.
Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If
Place.
not, they wouldn't have had the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
But who could have done that?
Who could have done that?
Who would do such a thing?
When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse. Oops! Based on the pattern up until now,
Sonia.
we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Wrong one.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup and lit the curtain on fire with the lighter. Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter,
Ladder.
it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
What are you
Some
doing?
way.
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over in the warehouse.
Or perhaps opening the door.
I agree with that.
Damn, that took fucking forever. Dude, I would have been so mad trying to find it.
Have the flies ever entered one of the Danganronpa people's mouths when they just keep them open for like a sprite?
Probably because flies are stupid.
Man, they are stupid. Today I sat down at work and a fly literally drowned itself.
Crimcore.
This one before.
What?
What do you mean
Wait, huh?
Crimcore? Because you can't swim?
No, a fly at the restaurant. Remember
true,
the diner?
Yeah, but
Oh,
okay, Crimcore
right.
doesn't fly that thing.
A fly in Crim's drink core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
Does that mean anything? Wait, Pink's catchphrase is Bungalow Go-Go? What?
Yeah.
Bungalow Go-Go?
But it's Bungalow Golo, not Bungalow Goo-Goo.
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino
Hey, what do you
effect.
say when you're down?
You mean those tiles kids
What the
play
dick?
with
Ugh.
by lining them up and tipping them over?
The first panel toppled into the second, and from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the light at the end. So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Why he's so ear? Wait, hold on.
Among
That
other
sentence makes no sense. I didn't actually sound
Why
like
he's
that.
so ear?
Something
Oh,
else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right? Ellie, what do you want to eat?
Shut up!
You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
Oh my god.
that's
Oh
it.
my god.
So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
It was also strange when we opened the doors to the warehouse.
Ah,
That's
so the
mean.
door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
With a blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
What the fuck is that?
What?
It's the
The
same thing.
last gift you sent.
The best part
Yeah.
about that supercut is we be talking about stuff that's not caught on stream like the whole time.
Yeah.
True.
The panel was so close to the door that it could
I
barely
don't
be
have
open.
premium.
Killer couldn't have left.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Oh,
You almost sound
we
too
were all
happy.
outside the warehouse, you know?
I pooped on your bed.
Akane?
It was a tribute to Nekomaru. I had to shit on your bed.
Please say Kazuichi's and not mine. Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
There's only one person who could have done it. Why'd you be in
Actually,
My hero.
that? Where is he?
He's just like
Where did you
Kazuichi.
get
Kazuichi.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know?
Use both your eyes, Akane.
just
Huh?
a picture.
Just look at her when
You
she
mean
makes that
ears?
face.
What are you talking about? You
No,
can listen to
I
people.
mean eyes.
Oh, okay.
He was the victim, and he was the perpetrator, too.
Oh, I just spit all over my computer.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
Wait, I got it. You should send it to Otto.
That was as loud as I thought it'd be.
Please don't
Not that I
encourage.
thought you'd do that. There you go.
He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs. It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Okay, something. Oh,
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
What?
Wait a second.
That's
Tie
obviously
the left foot, tie
impossible.
the right foot, tie the middle foot. What? Wait.
Tying up the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with a free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
What is happening?
How about if
It's
you use
okay.
your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What is that? What was the thing?
Dirty Joe? Is that a dirty joke?
Why was one of the pink texts just take off? What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I know why God gave our women periods.
What the heck?
Not that anyone asked.
Yeah, why are they pink?
No, that's wrong.
What? I mean, there's no mistake that his arms. and
I
legs
really do
were-
want the supercut of us not playing the game. We're gonna see it's actually like 3/4 of our actual playtime. No, it shouldn't have been on both of his arms.
What? His right arm was completely burnt up. This one, that you can't say he's tied up.
That was just
Whoa.
burned by the
What?
fire.
Like you said, it might look like that. That was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence of proof. What? He's making this up. Dang, once you were in my apartment, and
What?
then you farted and then you sneezed on me.
What? I'm sorry. Wait,
That
rewind.
sounds so bad
What are
out
we
of
talking about?
context, bro. I pooped on your
Even
bed.
though...
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Hajime, that's awesome. I'll.
Make sure they pay you first.
Oh my god.
What?
That's
Why are we
definitely
talking
wrong.
about?
I think they're getting a little off topic too.
I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if it's right Okay.
Oh, well.
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
This is such a disaster.
That much is obvious. Corey, what do you want to eat?
I don't know. What do you have?
Avocado, broccoli, clam chowder, jello, octopus, salmon, moon.
What is this? Is
There's
an
a whole lot
ingredient
of
house. What the hell?
Salmon.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow and slapped his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, Al, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Well, he's gonna cop a feel.
No.
Wait, what? No. Hold on.
No, wait.
Dude, that's gonna get great in this supercut.
Listen, he's at the top of the knife.
That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. Someone
I
definitely
know-
didn't just fuck a Monokuma doll.
Who?
Inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slams his hand onto it.
That's not all I did to that Monokuma plushie.
Well, I thought that was Uncle. I was like, wow, Uncle.
You sound just like Corey doing an
Nagito
impression of Nagito.
Yeah.
It also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
What?
Someone got way too freaky with the Monokuma
No one.
plush.
Shut up! Don't make that noise. I don't like it when you make that noise.
Whoa!
Thank God.
Why did you just?
Why did?
He wasn't there. I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought of Monokuma saying I'm gonna pre.
Wait, say it like is Obama as Monokuma.
I'm gonna pre.
What?
I'm gonna pre.
The anime I'm watching has a part where Obama just shows up, and one of the
Obama
characters is like,
freeze.
"Obama!" and it's so funny.
Wait, what?
It's
Anime?
not like fire
Anime.
anime.
Oh, I'm Osamatsu-san.
Say
I'm
no
watching 2
lie.
animes now.
Oh, whatever.
Okay. Oh, the spear.
That's still you.
I thought it was.
What? What did you want of me?
I said Nagito.
Oh, what? You said Monokuma.
Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
What? Turn off your AC. What's that?
Your noise suppression broke.
Getting killed by the spear.
What? Okay, now you're too noise suppressed.
I don't know why this is Getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing.
The way he
that
screams
happened to
Obama is just so funny.
Oh wait! You said the clip. Hold on.
Wait, yeah, I gotta read it.
Obama!
He probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Clip that.
Nah, I'd win.
Do not know.
Show that.
This would not apply to you, Kazuichi.
Stop!
Not even close.
We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Obama!
It's true we've been constantly betrayed, but even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone. I just said that. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear. It's impossible to figure out by myself, so let's think about it together.
Alright, let's do this.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
Whoa.
his hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand. What do you mean free up storage space? But his left hand was also tied up.
What?
That rules out his left hand.
God damn it, Mechamaru has no more space left.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Stop
Stop
Oh my
it!
God. Stop!
I know, guys.
Stop! What is wrong with these people? It's like the most important trial. And they're like,
I know, like
corruption.
someone died, and they're like, penis.
Beanie.
No, there's
I couldn't even read my line though. There were like too much
Yeah, there were a
white
bunch of
noise.
things
But
going
then
on.
I was able to read it, and I wish I didn't read it.
Hold on, it's too early to dismiss the possibility that he uses left hand.
I'm not playing. What? I'm not playing guarding phone.
Guarded
What was
phone.
that?
Indeed,
Well, who
he
did
instantly
that?
ended it.
Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Oh, wait, sorry.
What's wrong with that?
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Gripping.
I'm
No.
listening, gripping.
It was gripping.
Gripping his front
Probably
tail.
gripping with the blood.
No,
stop.
I swear to God, if Akane comes in with that.
That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm, the back of his hand. Oh my god.
Oh, she
Ah.
did.
He was obviously grasping the spear.
But even if we held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
Ah, I got it. Maybe. What's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
Stop.
The shaft.
Mayhaps the shaft.
Stop!
This is so bad.
Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding onto the cord. It's a turn in between the weight and the cord. Had a bloodstain shape like it was cut off by something.
And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Well, why is it so important to know which part of the
What?
spear he was gripping? I lost my ability to read on it.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord and swung the spear around and stabbed himself, right?
What the one of the spear?
From the, yeah, how would he stab himself with the stomach? with
ass
his
of the
fingers?
spear.
Penis of the steer. Spear.
Steer.
Like that animal.
What? What? What?
What
Steer?
animal?
Like the animal? What do you mean?
A steer is a young male bovine that has been castrated before reaching sexual maturity and is raised for meat.
What are you
So that's
talking
What are you
about?
talking?
This
At a
might
time
be
like
the
this.
worst day of this game.
My DS is like stuck in sleep mode right now.
Chiaki, stop playing Tomodachi Life. We're discussing a murder.
5 trials and not 1 street pass. This is insane.
Do none of you guys carry your DS around?
Just holding
Let's
the
focus
power
on the
button.
spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned, just before it impaled Nagito.
I'm scared.
Uh-oh. No! No! Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we're spinning. Oh, never mind. We're not spinning. What happened? It actually juked us.
Yeah.
This one's not too bad, right?
Oh, hey!
Surprised every time at all the answers. Because he just had no idea. Like,
Wait.
That's funny.
Surveillance
Wait, who do I want to be friends with? Let's see.
Surveillance.
you should. Oh, can you put John Awesome on your island?
No.
John Awesome!
I'd be down.
I think
That's
me and
very
Bianca are
specific.
pretty good friends.
Type John.
Wait, a ceiling grinder! Girder.
Girder.
Girder. Girder.
Ceiling grinder!
Also known as a fan. Why does Hajime think he's this white?
Yeah, you're just that guy.
What button after press? Okay.
This is it. I don't know.
Here, failed Nagito as he's playing face up. Must have been ridiculous just for that.
If Nagito did it all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
Extra small penis.
What?
Nagito probably sung the
Okay.
chorus
Okay.
and he's using that as a sport. It's hoisted the spear directly from him.
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
What does ESPN stand for? That's not what I wanted.
How about it? You're missing out that Nagito killed himself with the spear.
He probably chose that spear so he could commit
Why is
suicide.
she so white?
Chiaki? Yeah.
Yes.
So you're saying that he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Is this for real?
For real?
On God? He really committed suicide? For real? Alpha Rad.
Just Nagito things.
What do you mean
What's wrong
Alpha
with
Rat?
you?
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
No.
What? Lucad.
He probably
Somebody
covered his
else
own
did
mouth
it.
so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain. Why would he do that to himself?
By committing a suicide that looks like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. Go over to get us all.
Executed!
Go over to get us all.
man.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a
He
conclusion.
looks so much like a tennis ball in that sprite.
True.
That bastard Nagito
Well,
committed suicide. It was all done by him, so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right? I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that
Wait,
Doesn't make
I
sense.
feel like-
The picture I sent of Corey at the fountain with Byakuya, Corey was walking like counterclockwise around the fountain, and then he saw Byakuya and he turned around. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta pee. You get to decide who gets my lines.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
That means we're done with this last class trial. And we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
You can't just wait till Corey comes back.
No, I'm not going to.
Well,
Oh wow, it's not picking up.
Oh fuck. Understood. Then
No,
this sucks.
hold on a sec. No,
what the?
can't help but feel like there's something we've overlooked.
Like
Should
who
just
the
pop it.
traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change. The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Stop jingling keys. What are you doing?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
The suspicious part about the Monokuma file that Chiaki's worried about is...
Okay, what if
I can do this all
I
day.
got to voice Sonia and you voice Monokuma?
No.
Right, you're trying to
No.
steal from
You-
Corey. Look at half
my
the
character.
characters. You're trying to
Is
take from
Corey? No, I'm asking like, is Corey still voicing both, or is he voicing neither?
Why is there so many C's? I can't do this. What is this?
There's no E, or sorry, F. What?
This is
Oh,
actually
I
just
just
impossible.
got-
What?
H.
Oh, there's
I
like
don't know,
50
I-
H's.
Okay,
Okay.
why
We're
is
like 10 billion H's
You know what?
on the screen.
I feel
though.
like calling it now. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, why is that
Ping.
impossible? Did you?
And you took away the butter cookie from the ice cream.
Whatever you
This
say. Ricardo.
particular case is Monokuma. There's no specific cause.
The cause of death is obvious, is it not?
Oh, hold on, wait. Get my line for a second.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it, that it was the cause of death.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, welcome back.
There he goes again. I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
I'm speechless. Speech.
But even during Gundam's case,
That's
And of course-
so funny.
during Mikon's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you?
Sonia?
Whoa.
Are you suggesting again that his death wasn't a suicide?
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide to get us all killed? Huh?
I don't. He said Nagito, and I thought it said Magneto.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with
I gotta
the
go get an right back.
Okay.
Well, we know what Ping's doing.
Right back.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied.
Look,
Even if it is just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote, after all.
If that's the case, I'll do our best to go along with it. If you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've come this far. Let's work hard until we carry.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Or is no intermission gonna happen because it's like a special fifth
Sorry,
trial, or?
I was chewing a lemon. Okay, this is the
Okay,
Thanks.
I'm gonna lock us in a room and tape your mouth shut.
But, and as your older brother, let me say this. You're not
Wait.
Even my brother!
I thought I was gonna say something.
We're gonna start on the Monomi log.
Yeah, for Ellie.
My chest is full of pride right now.
That's speechless.
I love the gays.
What?
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
This concludes.
Don't forget to say.